Hey, Brent Tiffany, app-driven guy. It's December 1st and 2016, Portland, Oregon. So I had to do a video on this subject because it's been something that's kind of been going back and forth in my head lately about earnings, about the potential for making money with rideshare. See, it's hard for me to say that with just rideshare because that just, to me, a lot of people, that just says Uber and Lyft, basically, right? But what I'm doing and what I try to promote for people through App Driven Guy channel is like doing a lot of different apps so that you have a lot of opportunities. I've been kind of harping on this lately with my videos where it's, if you are only holding yourself to doing Uber and Lyft, you're really kind of holding yourself back. I feel like that's my opinion on the subject. A lot of people do only Uber. A lot of people do only Lyft. A lot of people do only Postmates or Caviar. And I just don't feel that that's the way that's going to get you the most money. Okay, so having said that, I put up a proof video a couple weeks ago. Actually, I put up a video that was just like me having a wonderful night making $650 in one day. And I put up a video about it saying I made this much in a day, this much in a week. I laid out, like, some of it was from, 500 of it was from a referral bonus. The other 1,950 bucks, 2,000 that I made that week was all earnings. I mean, it was me working my tail off. And I said that in that video. But then people have to go on and be like, oh, this this isn't cool the way you're putting this up. You're lying about numbers, blah, blah, blah. Saying like, oh, just like trying to troll on it. And it's like, or just saying that it's misleading somehow. When in the videos, I've clearly laid out like, hey, I had to work a ton to make this money. Yeah, I made $2,400 in a week. That's not typical. I don't do that every week. Yes, I'm including $2,500 in the week. It was including a referral bonus from Uber. Laid that all out, yet people still will go on there and say, oh, it's misleading, yada, yada. So my point, though, is not to complain about that, but my point is that a lot of people that are doing these apps, they crowd themselves into this negative place where they're just worried so much about the money, worried about the money so all the time, that they're going onto YouTube and trying to find videos of people, saying they make money just so they can say, no, you're wrong, or no, it's not working out that way for me, which I understand. Like, I understand that there's markets that suck. I understand that people feel like they used to be able to make money with Uber, but now Uber's screwing them. But really, honestly, you got to understand that all these companies do what they do in order to keep enough business coming in, to keep drivers busy, and to keep the market going. The only reason we have surge and prime time with Uber and Lyft, and we have blitz pricing on Postmates, there's not enough drivers, is why. So people say, oh, the driver market's oversaturated, yada yada, but it's not. If it was oversaturated, we would never have a surge ever. And that's kind of what you have in LA. People say in LA that there's never a surge, and that there's no money to be made in LA, yet a lot of drivers tell me they make $400 or $500 a night. You got to look into doing Uber Select sometime, like maybe step up what you're doing, with a car. Sometimes you're stuck in a car and you can't get out of it to get a nicer one. I understand that. But there's always options. I mean, there's always different delivery platforms, Postmates, Caviar, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, Amazon Flex. There's all these ones that you don't even have to have a newer car to do. You could get an older car so you're not putting all the miles on your new car and do those other apps for a while. But me, like, I go out and I do Uber, Lyft, Postmates, Caviar, all stacked in on one at one time. I'll run 4 apps. And then I also I'm lucky enough to have Wings under my belt as an app I can use that gives me scheduled rides to and from the airport here and there. And then I have there's this one I got on my phone that I still haven't used it much, but it looks really good. Is called Merchandiser, and you can basically get jobs to go to like corner stores and stores around town and do little like merchandising deals where you get paid like 10-15 bucks for like 15 minutes of your time. Anyway, I'm not meaning to get into all that either. I'm just trying to say there's so much variety and so many ways to make money with this. And it doesn't so much bother me that people go on these videos and try to say that I'm lying or that it's not possible to make this kind of money, or, that they were inspired by videos like this. That's why they got into rideshare, but then there was nothing there. Because I make these videos to show you that there is an opportunity. I'm not saying you're going to make $2,400 every week. If that was the case, everybody in the world would be doing rideshare only and making 200 grand a year. That wouldn't make any sense, right? So there's jackpot times, there's times where you're going to make a ton of money, and then there's times where you're going to flounder a little bit. I mean, even after that $2,400 week, I've had weeks since then where I'm beating my head against the wall, missing surges, working at the wrong times. I mean, Thanksgiving week, I blew it. I missed Wednesday when it was killing surge all night. Thursday after Thanksgiving dinner, when I, could have just put my kids to bed and gone out and worked, missed surge all that night just because, I thought it was going to come on the weekend. And then the weekend came, dead after Thanksgiving. So totally just like dropped the ball, missed it. It wasn't like my my Halloween video where I was talking about making $600 in a night. I just blew it on that one, and that's fine. And that's the point, is like there's a learning curve with doing this. It's taken me 5 months, and I'm still sometimes have no idea what I'm doing on certain nights. But I was still able to make $2,400 in a week. So, I mean, what does that show you? There's so much opportunity in this. And just to be able to be self-employed, to be able to be your own boss, I just feel like that's such an amazing opportunity for people to have this day and age. And I guess the main point of what I'm saying is that you can hold yourself back with negativity, and until you can like see a dream and believe in it and believe in yourself that you can make that happen, you're gonna stumble on yourself if you can't believe that it's gonna happen for you. If you're just thinking to yourself, it's not fair, these companies aren't fair the way they treat the people, it's never gonna get any better, it's only gonna get worse, then you get caught up in that negative pattern, and it will only get worse for you until who knows what, right? Or you can go the other way and look at it like it's always getting better. I feel like I've been in it 5 months and I've seen it get a little worse and a little better, but I believe that it's all going towards a great thing. Yes, we're going to be replaced by automated cars. That's the future. That's going to happen, but I want to be on to the next thing by then. I want to find a way to have fun and capitalize on the next thing that comes along, instead of sitting there worrying about, oh, they took our jobs. I mean, look at the cab industry. These guys have had their jobs taken by us, or some of them have come over from cabs to doing this. But their jobs were all taken, and it's not secure. Our jobs aren't secure as Uber, Lyft drivers, whatever. It's not secure. It's like it could be gone. And it will be gone at some point. So, I mean, you got to get on to the next. You got to keep on the edge of it. And really, it's really easy to look through the apps that are available in certain areas. And you find Uber and Lyft, you find other ones that I was talking about, and then you keep searching in like the App Store, and there's other apps that people are using to make money. You got to be persistent. I don't want to rattle on too much. I hope that inspired a few people or just made you think a little bit. I have so many things I want to say, but I hate making long videos. So hopefully this helped out for you a little bit. Any questions or comments, I'd love to hear them. If you're going to sign up for Uber and Lyft, please do so under the links in my description. Don't sign up under the Lyft banner. It won't connect us that way. Also, please like, subscribe, share this information. Just trying to do this to help out. So please, start a conversation and tune in next time. Thank you.